So this is our infrastructure video of our CSE course related project Bizbooker. So we have used React framework for our content, and we have used backend as Spring Boot. We have implemented the REST APIs in the Spring Boot backend, and we have used MySQL database, and we have used the Hibernate ORM services to connect to the database, so that to easily connect with the SQL database. And we have used some third-party APIs such as Gemini API, Gemini Flash 2.0 to connect to use our chatbot that has been configured in our Spring Boot API, Spring AI. And we have also used a Stripe API key for a payment gateway. We have connected with the Stripe in our backend. We have used the test API key for this implementation. And this is our repository of this project. And there are like 7, 8 branches here. So the branch that the version is deployed is the working branch. So anyone can clone this repository and run from the working branch and run anywhere if they want to.
So now we describe how we are testing our content and backend of our project Bizbooker. So for the front end, we are using Jester, and for the backend, we are using JUnit, which is the by default unit testing feature for React. So in the front end, we are testing. Basically, we are mocking the lucid icons and mocking some activity like with meditations and some mocking basically local storage and a mock API which will fetch the information and and we test the our pages of the front end like uh, ad location page, then also business details page, business listing page, and service and category business. So now we'll check how we are handling the unit testing of backend. And the backend we are testing, we are using J, which are the backend to test our controller and services. Like in the controller, whether our business controller is uh, connecting the content and the services successfully or not. It will fetch. It will get the responses from the content and uh, deliver it to the service. And the services will get the responses from the controller and fetching information or doing some activities with the GitHub repo. So in the controller, like we are checking if the business controller and business lending location image dashboard controller, if everything is correctly working or not, then if the service portion we are checking the business service or business location image service, business service test. These are we are working there. Not we are working some activities and some testing criteria to check out features about this product. Thank you.
Now I am talking about the CI/CD deployment of our project. In backend and frontend, we each have a Docker file. Here is the Docker file of our backend, and here is the Docker file of our frontend. And here is a Docker compose.data.yml. And we have a GitHub workflow here, and this is the file actually, which is the main cause of CLC. So when we push in our main in our working branch of our repository, and here is our repository. When we push on our working branch, the GitHub actions successfully happened. The GitHub action successfully happened, and the thing what is happening here is when we push on our working branches, the Docker, Dockerized context is sitting in our local VM, and the Docker compose.deploy.yml is running and Dockerizing and creating Docker image in our VM, and the and it and up the Docker images. So that's how we deployed our project.